Hello, welcome back to HWLRADIO.COM. You here with your main man Hollywood, and make sure y'all go ahead and check out that radio station app. But I see everybody's in an uproar about the McDonald's. Notifications still going off about the McDonald's, but this is what I have to say about the whole situation, because no matter what you and I say, them two niggas gotta figure it out, and without the internet. So off top, she already has a fault against her. But don't nobody pay attention to this side of the story, because I deal with a lot of relationships. And on a lot of these relationships, y'all gotta admit, stepfathers get treated like seat fillers. Like, like it's really no good treatment to the stepfather role. That's why it's great to be around with your own kids and stuff like that. But the stepfathers, they get it bad. It's not speaking from my experience, but I'm speaking from others' experience. And you have to, because what I'm seeing is women are raising these kids like, hey, here goes Bobby, and shit, if Bobby don't act right or he get me mad, fuck Bobby, here goes Steve. So the kids is like, hey man, like shit, you replaceable. And that's how the kids is looking at the stepfathers. And then this is the main thing that they always complain to me about. The kids don't respect them when they get older. They done took care of them. They done raised them. They done helped them. Some even paid their way through college. Kid is successful. Don't even look back at the stepfather. Hey, you're not my real dad. That's how a stepfather gets treated. So that's men on the men's side, but y'all don't listen to that. But I'm saying that because this is the whole mentality that men have. And who's to say that man ain't in a new relationship? And y'all women is arguing, but put yourselves in this situation. Let's say you are the new girlfriend. You have 6 kids. He has 1 over there. It's your job to make sure that home is taken care of and your man still take care of his kid. So how y'all know that ain't the situation that's going on here? And for 2, this is what would be shady and vindictive and spiteful, is if he picked up his son and all your kids, went to McDonald's, got his son some McDonald's, brung everybody back home, everybody walking in, and only his son got a bag of McDonald's and a drink. Now, yeah, you have every right to go off then, but don't nobody owe nobody nothing. And people should appreciate any piece of help that they get, especially in the times we in now, because I don't know what they brainwashing these niggas with, but boy, like you think daddies wasn't shit then, boy, they keep brainwashing them daddies ain't gonna be shit now. But that's why the fathers need to be in the home, because we might be fucked up, but we learn stuff every day. And when we learn stuff, we could be passing that stuff down to our sons, making them perfect. It's a man's message. You might miss it being a woman. Like, you have to be at a higher level to pick up both sides of the messages. Like, you got to be spiritual down there. But ain't too many people spiritual, so the brainwashing is going on. The deflecting from what's really happening in the world is going on, and people ain't paying attention to, it was almost the end of your bank account. Like, that's what really is happening. Out of everything that I see, like, okay, there's a war in Ukraine. I feel sorry for them people. That's sad. And, there's R. Kelly got 30 years. That's sad. But what about the money I got in the bank? Like, that's where people's mind need to be at. Like, nigga, the economy's about to crash down. That means we must pay. They're going to pull your dollars. Only thing that will save you is if you bought gold. Some of these people is going to lose their properties. Like, a lot of people is going to be getting laid off of jobs. Like, this is what's lingering about right now. But y'all paying attention to everything else. This McDonald's crap, like, that's them people business. Like, nigga, you don't get me to talking, but you lucky I'm an Israelite, because I tell you what you got on yourself and how you should never be worried about no dang on McDonald's. You should be worried about getting all the kids P.F. Chang or Fogo de Chao, but not no dang on McDonald's. But I also want to say that if the man is, because I heard that second video too, so you know, like I said, I'm always the fair man. If you is still hitting that, then you is still tied to them other kids too. And that's just off of being, 100, like off of being a real nigga. So you ain't gonna just, you know the situation. I can understand if you just met her and then all of a sudden, like, you don't know she got no kids and she's like, hey, bring me something to eat. But don't forget about the other 4. But I mean, even then still, you're still supposed to do it, but it might be the last time. Like 4 of them a little too much. You should have said 2. No, just but you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas got their limits. It's just some niggas don't know their limits. And you jump into situations, that's when windows is busted out and tires is flattened and all kinds of messes going on. But number one thing is, both of them was wrong. Because if he's still hitting it, he definitely should have went half with her on their kids' food or something. Like, you should have did something. You should have came up with some kind of plan about the other kids, even if you didn't have it. But you also got to understand a person's situation, too. Because what if all that man could afford was him something to eat and his son something to eat? Because, boy, niggas do be broke out here. And, I know all about it. And that's like the most love you could actually show. A broke nigga getting his son some food. Like, nigga, I even congratulate him and try to figure out a way to get him making some money to take care of his family, because that's some real stuff right there. Because a person who got a lot, they can do stuff and it don't mean nothing to them. But a person that got little, they do something for you, that could mean the world to them. So y'all remember that part. But like I said, if you done messing with her, he was not entitled to nothing else but feeding his son. But if he's still dibbling and dabbling, and you was once in that dang on house, and you know them kids is attached to you because, you still attached to them kids. So if you did do that, you was being spiteful and vindictive a little yourself, because there still is attachments to them kids. But I don't know the situation. She could have messed with his best friend or something, so, he has every right to, like, man, no, you just messed it up. Like, you never know what done happened. But y'all need to go ahead and get a counseling session booked or something, because y'all need it, the 2 of y'all. Seem like some kind of hidden anger issues is going on. You want to put him on blast, and he want to, for some reason, just bring his son food every day to eat in front of the other kids. So, y'all don't know if that could have been building up on her end. Like, hey, man, you trying to be funny and do this stuff. So you never know what's going on. That's going to be the show. But make sure you download the radio station app. And I say both of the niggas need counseling. And I'm out.